your system works 3 days off, 3 days on. We have been on 3 days off, 3 days on. Now, aside that, the few days that you stay off, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays, we try and reach out to our customers wherever they are. Now, aside that, we also have designed a system that says, if they decide to lock down today for another 3 months, we will still stay in business, because the world is moving for a new device, a new system, a system where things are done virtually. Now, you can work from your house, you can work from your phone, you can work from anywhere. All you need is to have the basic tools. The basic tools are ability to access and use the system you have, which is a computer, the internet, or your phone. Now, if you can't use those, that is the only way you will struggle to survive during this period of global meltdown and global pandemic. So for us, we've designed systems where we try as much as we can to create some level of social distancing at the office. We meet just 3 times every week, and we reach out to our customers wherever we are. And we have face shields, so we wear a face shield anytime we want to. Let me show people what we have. And this is a face shield. This is someone's own, so that's why I can't wear. This is actually designed for Zenith Bank by us. So we are working on completing the order and delivering their products to them. So this is face shield. It's safer and is better off than face mask. Face masks had to do a lot of connection through your ears, and the truth is that in the past 3 weeks, there's been issues with people developing new disease. In fact, I'm talking about it for the first time. It's not a new disease. It's been there for a long time. ENT, ear, nose, and throat disease. Now, because of the regular wearing of face mask, people are beginning to suffer the ENT disease, which is not anything new. But with the strenuous rubber that passes through your ear and stays there almost all day long, the ear is not meant to carry heavy loads. That's why even your glasses are not heavy. So it begins to wear out on your ENTs. Yes, the ears are not part of it, but it affects you directly on the part of your ENT. You really might not be able to breathe so well because your nose is involved. Your ears is carrying something heavier than what it used to carry. Then your ears begins to give you some serious aches and pains. And at the same time, your throat is expecting to have some good air come in and go out. The truth is that you don't have that anymore. So that's why we are saying people can come on board and begin to use this. M+ Integrated Services, our product distribution arm, has this a whole lot more to help Nigerians survive through this period. So if they say the youths are the leaders of tomorrow, it means that the youth first are the leaders of today. It is just that the misconception around the language, Nigerians, we know how to overblow things. Now, some youth will sit down and wait until they get to tomorrow. Tomorrow never ends. Tomorrow is, in the recent, tomorrow is Thursday. Now, if I don't lead today, how do I want to lead tomorrow? So the youths are actually the leaders of today. Now, if you check, you just mentioned the 80s, the leaders of 80s are the ones leading today. It is because they understood that language more than you do. They've been leading yesterday. So that's why they are leading today. You, the youth that is supposed to lead today so that you can lead tomorrow, you're waiting for tomorrow to come before you lead. So that's a very big misconception. Lead right now. If you begin to lead right now, opportunities will come for you to lead now. Now, that opportunity, if you lead well, it will metamorphose into bigger opportunity for you to lead tomorrow. Now, if you lead well, it will still metamorphose into bigger opportunities for you to lead as time comes. So, leading today and leading tomorrow is not different. If you lead today, you will lead tomorrow. So, let's expunge that part that says the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. COVID-19 is an advanced form of malaria. So if you can handle malaria, you can handle COVID-19. But just that the paparazzi around it, the fraud around it will make people in Africa overlook the malaria thing and focus on the new thing called COVID-19. Dr. Percy said, I watched it this morning again. He said, look, he's asking what's the difference between malaria and COVID-19. He was treated with malaria medicine. Yes, he was given malaria series all through until he came out for 4 days. So if you have COVID-19, if you're tested of COVID-19, most times I noticed something. What kills people during this period of COVID-19, and they said they have it if they've tested positive, is the fear that comes after you've been tested. Just like people who, they might be living normal life until they are tested HIV. You just see them nosedive. They started falling sick. Before you know it, they are dying. But before they were tested, they were healthy. So it's the fear of being tested that is killing people. So if you have malaria, treat it. If you've done tests for COVID-19 and you don't have any underlying sickness like diabetes, sugar, sugar-based thing, cancer, ulcer, kidney failure, it's malaria. Go ahead and treat yourself. Treat yourself of malaria. If you treat yourself of malaria, I'm sure you'll come out of it. There is 4G virtually everywhere in Lagos and nobody's dying. So 5G, what's the difference between 4G and 5G? Now, 5G is supposed to be an advanced internet-based system. Advanced is supposed to be faster than what we used to use. It allows you and it enables you 1 million data in less than 1 minute. Yes, it's for a simplified world. And as we speak, 5G they've been using 5G in the US for more than 4 years. They've been using 5G in China for more than 4 years. And here in Nigeria, people are saying it's 5G that is killing people. Why did it not kill people 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago? Why is it that it's not killing people? No, it has nothing to do with 5G. 5G is a simple telecoms and system that helps what they do as telecommunication organizations and media organizations, helps them in an advanced nature, helps them do things faster and helps them deliver to us data faster. So 5G is not the cause of coronavirus. What next after COVID-19? It's not really for you to go out there and begin to live a flamboyant life. There is this manual I wrote. It is called COVID-19 18. I can actually remember 3 things I wrote there. After COVID-19, one of the things we must do is minimalize. We must minimalize. Now, do everything on the minimal because there is already global recession. Spend less. If you have a flamboyant life before, you must cut it down so as for you to survive the next 24 months. As we know, this pandemic will stay with us. Another thing is observe. Live a life of observation. Observe a lot of things. Observe. Do a lot of observation. Then finally, which is the third one, I always tell people, think out of the box. Now, thinking out of the box after COVID-19 is important. What works? What worked before February in Nigeria no longer works in May. That's one of the most important things. You can hear the banks talking about downsizing. Companies are talking about downsizing. In fact, we at M+, we don't sell products. Medicals, toiletries, we don't. It was after COVID-19 that we are trying to move. If you can see around our material, yes, we have food and beverages, but we are trying to move into the product distribution industry. Because if you check, right now, what tribes is transport, food and beverages, drugs. I don't think the automobiles are actually selling right now because people are trying to save their money, stay safe, and see what the next 1 year holds for us. So for life after COVID-19, try as much as you can to live on the minimal point. Do a lot of observation while you walk on the road. Observe people, observe things, stay sensitive. Then finally, think out of the box. Think about what can be done without having a group of people around you. Like we're talking, People can actually hold clubs from their house, and people will join the club from their mobile system. People can actually do comedy shows from their house, and people will join the comedy shows, pay tickets and still join the comedy shows. It's just for you to develop a system that allows that to work. If you develop a system where, I have a system where all I need to do is send you the link. If you pay on a consulting company, the consulting company I work for, if you pay straight via the link, you'll be connected into a group of class where you can learn some things. Now, you don't need to appear in the physical classroom. So people can develop systems that will help them thrive after COVID-19. Life is in phases. Try as much as you can to enjoy the phase where you are at every given time. Because it is in the enjoying of that phase that you will move to the next phase. If you're ever going to venture into a business, learn the ropes. Learning the ropes is important. You want to become an internet person, you want to do social media handle business, you want to go into media, you want to go into building, you want to go into property, you want to go into product distribution. Learn as much as you can, but don't stop. Venture into it, because you will now learn more while you're in it. Because for me, it is best to fail quickly. There's a book I used to have years ago. It is fail quickly. If you venture now and fail, you would have learned some things about how not to venture next time. But the truth is that if you venture multiple times, at least one out of all will work. So don't take because you need to learn something for 5 years and you don't venture into it. Look for something you can learn. Well, venture immediately as possible. Begin to learn on the job. Learning on the job is important. Learning outside the job, you won't get as much experience as possible. Learning on the job is important. If you're ever going to venture into business, for me in Nigeria, this is the best time. It's the best time to venture into business, because it's like you're starting afresh, a new century. Because if you start now and benchmark it for the next 10 years, you will get to where you as a person will not imagine getting to. M+ is a company with four brands under them. Under it, we have Monoc Designs. Monoc Designs is into buildings. Monoc Design buys and sells buildings, builds for people. So if you have interest on us building for you, you can contact us. We have 1K Landlord. 1K Landlord, since inception, has been selling land, and it's for low cost. So we expect people who wants to get properties and don't have all the money to come on board and register with us, starting with just 1,000 naira daily. In the next 2 years, they can achieve a dream of owning a land. And from that point, they can move to Monoc Designs, who can help them in 5 years in building a house. So if you watch, it's the same company, but we're helping serve multiple purposes. We have M+ Pro Distribution. M+ Pro Distribution is into product base. Right now, we have medical products. Very soon, our person on that point will tell you about our products. We have medical products, we have home use products, which is toiletries, and we also have products that help support the COVID-19 accessories right now. So M+ Pro is into product, and the other one, which is, I won't call it the least because we intend to build more products around M+ integrated services. The other one is Diaspora Invest. Diaspora Invest is a company that helps people abroad build investment in Nigeria. Now, the long and short of that is that I always tell people, partners and friends abroad, that you might not know the day the white man will get angry and decide to let you go in his country. So why save and invest in this country when your homeland, your investment becomes multiple? If you can move down this investment, Diaspora Invest can help you fix it, help you build it, and help you develop something, so that any day you choose to return back home, you will have some great investment. You have some great investment to look up to. So as it is right now, M+ is a holding company with multiple products. We would like you to come on board and work with us if you want to work with us. One of the things we have as core value is that we are honest people We have excellence in whatever we do. We add excellence in whatever we do. We try as much as we can to be fast and swift at investing, fast and swift at developing, and fast and swift at supplying you or distributing whatever you buy from us to you. Now, we also, like I said, if you check around, you see excellence around it. You see honesty. You see fast and swift. They are core values for us. And ultimately, we are good people. So which means one of the things we have is that we are charitable people. We believe that there are people out there who don't have what we have, and we intend to help those people get to where we are, because life is in stages. We are one organization that believes that this particular stage of our lives, we are enjoying it, and we intend to bring people to this point while we move to the next point.